Well, hello everybody and happy Saturday. It is Saturday, January 7th, 2023 at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. This is Lisa Freeman from stampingwithlisa.com coming to you live. And welcome, welcome, welcome everybody. I see lots of people already on here and you guys are chit-chatting away. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you guys have had an awesome Saturday. I gotta wait for this ad to go away so I can see what's going on. Oh, looks like we're a little crooked. Hold on. See if that'll fix it just a little bit. I'm always like a little bit behind. Okay, I think that make it straighter. Let me push it up just a little bit. All right, so we have a bunch of people on already. So how are you guys doing today? Welcome, 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 everybody. I see Spice Girls joining us tonight. Walking her dog Leo. Hey, Tony. Hey, Karen. Hey, Gail. Hey, Sherry. Spice Girls, Cynthia, Julie, Diana. Let me see. Josephine. Hey, Mary. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Terry. Hey, Deborah. We got a bunch of, oh, hey, Sandy. Hey, Audrey. You guys are going so fast, I can't even read your names. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Sharon. Oh, my goodness gracious. We got a bunch of people on here tonight. And I just accidentally hit the make my screen really big button. It's a Mac, so if you like double click the mouse, your screen gets huge and then you can't see the comments. All right, so hey, Anya. Wow, she's staying up late tonight. Oh, and Mandy from Germany also, and Bill. We've got a lot of people on. Dolores. So I hope you guys are doing great. It was a really pretty day here today, but it was kind of chilly, a little bit, well, probably not for most of you guys, but it was like in the 50s today. And tomorrow's supposed to be really rainy and gross, but we did have 70s most of the week, so that was really nice. And I thought this beachy card would be perfect for today. Now, this card was made by my upline and my friend Faith. She is a fantastic stamper. I get lots of ideas from her, and this was her swap card for my swap, and I absolutely loved it, and I showed it to you guys last time. So I told you I would make this on Saturday. So here it is, and it's a pretty easy card, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. I love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to show you how I did it and how she did it. Mine's basically exactly the same as hers. So I didn't feel like I needed to change anything because it was perfect. So we're going to be using the Seaside Bay stamp set, and I did a little research and looked up these shells a little bit more, and I found out this is actually a mussel and this is actually a scallop. So, but I did find out that pearls come from mostly mussels and oysters, and sometimes occasionally a scallop or a clam, but most of the time mussels or oysters. So, and that's a crab and that's a bird. But this is what a scallop shell looks like. So I looked it up and I found that out. And then these are actually the mussels. So these are really pretty mussels. A lot of times they're black, but these are blue mussels. And let me see. I think that was all of my interesting facts for the day. But I did look up just to see the difference. So that's what we got here. And that's a conch shell. So in case you didn't know, I really didn't know the difference. I mean, I see like clams and oysters and stuff all the time, but I really didn't pay much attention to the difference. Clams are probably the ugliest one. So they're kind of like this, but they're more jaggedy and they're kind of grayish looking and kind of dirty. They almost look like rocks instead of shells, but they're just kind of bumpy looking. But they're very popular around here, but I just don't like slimy stuff, so I don't ever eat them. Only time I would have a clam is in clam chowder, so. Yeah, I find a lot of these on the beach, the scallop looking ones, and also the clam shells. So not the clam shells, the, oh, Yeah, clamshells. So clamshells are the ones that are kind of like this, but they're smooth around the edges instead of bumpy. So the scallop ones have that scallopy edge, and the smooth ones are the clams. So there you go. That was your lesson in shells. I hope you enjoyed that tonight. All right, so we're going to be making this card with this stamp set and also with the paper, which I showed you. That is gorgeous. I'll take this off. And you can tell this is embossed. It's so pretty. Got shiny shells on there. We're not using this piece. I just wanted to show you that. So let me show you these pieces in here. We're going to be using 4 sheets of it. So those 4 sheets. So I've already cut up a lot of this paper, but it's so beautiful. Let me pull it all the way out. So this is, I've got them all flipped up and down. So this is the front of most of them. Well, one side is embossed on each one and then one side's not, but they're both absolutely beautiful. So, and we have different colors, like there's a lot of blue, and then there's also some that are, where'd they go? There's the blue ones, but there's some that are different, like more of that pale papaya look. I think that's pale papaya. I thought there was another sheet of just the shells. Oh, there we go. Here we go. The green, and so that looks like mint macaron and pale papaya, I think. Let me see. It says Balmy Blue, Coastal Cabana, Mint Macaron, Night of Navy, Petal Pink, Pool Party. Oh, it's Petal Pink. Oh, I guess it is Petal Pink. I don't know. Pale Papaya and Petal Pink are kind of similar. And I really have never understood why Petal Pink is called Petal Pink, because it's not pink. It's really more peach. They should have called it Petal Peach instead. All right, we're also using Time Worn Type embossing folder. So if you look closely, you can see that this is embossed on here. So we're doing that after we put the paper down, and that just gives it a really pretty look and a little bit of depth. So don't forget, the mini catalog and the celebration catalog have started. So if you haven't ordered yet, make sure you get your orders in. And the celebration stuff is while supplies last. So if they run out of something, it's gone for good. So I would definitely, if there's something that you love, go ahead and order it soon. But the shell set is in here somewhere. Here, no, that wasn't it. I should have marked it. No. Oh, here it is. So it comes as a suite, and you can get the stamp set, the dies, the ribbon, these flat-backed pearls, which I do have, but I forgot to put them on the card, and then this gorgeous paper. So it comes as a whole suite for $87, or you can just get parts of it. So it's beautiful. It's on page 22 and 23 in the mini catalog. And then if you spend $50, you get a free celebration item. So you can pick some of this yummy paper or stamp sets or lots of other things. And also don't forget, if you order over $50 and use the host code right here, you will get this card kit in the mail. And all the card kits from the last, the end of December went out today. So you should be getting those soon. Oh, Brenda, your UPS lost your orders. Oh, yikes. I've never had that happen before. Well, hopefully they'll find it. If not, you can call Stampin' Up and they'll send you a replacement. And then if your order's over $100, you'll also get these champagne rhinestones, which are one of my favorites. So there you go. So all the talking is done. We're going to get busy stamping. And let me show you what you need. So you need a piece of scrap paper first. Not first, but just you need some scrap paper. 5.5 by 8.5 white. And this is a color I'd never use. The 5 1/4 by 4 soft sea foam. I don't think I've ever used that color before. 5 by 3 3/4 crumb cake. And then all these little pieces. So the designer paper, you need 2 pieces that are 2 3/4 by 1. And I use those 2 patterns. The one with the muscles that's kind of shiny, and then this one that's kind of like the scallopy shell, like partial of a scallop shell. And then for the longer pieces, I've got these 2 patterns, and they are 1 by 4. And then you need a little piece of white for the center of the card. So let me try and squeeze all this in here. Let me see if we can get it all in there. And then the scrap of white. Well, you don't need to see the scrap of white probably, so we'll just take that over. All right, so that's what you need. I don't want to block my stuff up here. All right, so did you get a screenshot of that? Karen says she ate pizza and salad. I had Chipotle for dinner. I went by there the other day and got some for lunch, and I grabbed an extra burrito bowl, chicken burrito bowl, so I'd have leftovers. And I ate way too much because they give you so much in that bowl. I probably should have had it for 2 meals, but I ate pretty much the whole thing. And it was so yummy. I loved Chipotle, especially their rice and their chicken. It's so good. And then I went to Nothing Bundt Cakes. I think I told you guys that the other day. I went to Nothing Bundt Cakes, and everybody was so excited when I brought those into work. All right, so hopefully you got a screenshot of that. Oh, and I have exciting news. So most of you guys have seen the video of my mother from Christmas Eve, the one where she's dancing in her new pajamas. And yesterday it went viral. So I was like, you know, my email just started blowing up, and I start getting all these notifications from Facebook that I have all these new subscribers or followers. And I was like, that's really weird. I mean, I haven't posted anything on Facebook. And so I was like, I wonder why all these people are following me on Facebook now. And then I went back and looked, and I looked at her little video, and it had like 10,000 views. And then I was like, oh my gosh. And so then I kept checking like every couple hours, and it was going up by like 2,000 views an hour. So last time I checked this afternoon, it was at 55,000. So I was just like, oh my gosh. So that was exciting. But I was getting an email, like every time somebody followed me, it was sending me an email. My whole email account was like blowing up. Crazy. All right, so what we're going to do first is glue these 4 pieces down on our crumb cake piece. So I'm just going to use the green glue, I think. So we're going to start with this one at the top, on the top left. And you could use any pieces from this, but I just copied hers exactly, so she's always got good ideas. I told her I wish I could hire her as my assistant so she could just make cards for me to do on my videos, because that's what takes me the longest, is coming up with ideas for videos. And I know you guys probably think I just whip them out in no time, but really, a lot of times, like today, I was trying to come up with one for Tuesday, since I'm actually a little bit ahead now. And I just sat there at the table almost the whole day. And I kept looking at my phone, and then once I look at my phone, and I was checking Facebook to see how many views my mother had. And it was like every time I turned around, an hour had gone by, and I'm like, gosh, why does time go by so fast when I'm trying to come up with an idea? And then I'm at work, and time is just going backwards. And I'm like, it's crazy. All right, so you put the long one at the top on the left, and then put the 2 small ones here. And then this one should fit perfectly right in at the bottom. And if for some reason you cut your paper crooked or something, you can always just trim that edge off. But this came out pretty good. So now you've made a frame out of this. And if you want, you could use the same paper all the way around. That would probably look interesting. All right, so now what we're going to do is emboss it. So I don't have my machine here, but what you do is just put this in here. And it has a nice little line for you. You can line it up. I just kind of usually set it in there. So run it through your embossing folder this way across because that's the way the words go. So you don't want to put it this way. So run it through the embossing folder, and then when it comes out, it will look like this and be embossed. So it just really looks almost quilted. I think it's really pretty like that. And I always forget about doing that because I used to do a lot of cards like that and put everything together and then run it through the embossing machine, and it just gave it a really pretty effect. So that's that. And then we're going to glue this down onto here. The seafoam one. I was trying to come up with some cards for Tuesday or Thursday using more of that designer paper, the one from the celebration that I think is so gorgeous. It's I don't even know what the flowers are called. They're the ones that are like purple, and some of them are purple and some of them are orange. Anybody remember what that's called? Oh, I can just look right here and tell you. It's my favorite one. Well, there's actually two favorite ones. This one. So I was playing with this paper. I just think it is so gorgeous. I love it. So I was doing a card kind of like this one. It didn't finish, but I think I'm going to do like a bunch of different ones. So you guys seem to like the videos where I do like multiple cards, I think. All right, so then Faith distressed the edge on here. So what I did was I brought some old scissors. You don't want to use your good scissors for this. And you can just, we used to have a distressing tool that went along the edge and did it for us, but now we don't have that anymore. If you still have yours, you can always use it, but I'm just going to take the edge of the scissors and just kind of pull it towards me. And you're going to see all these little pieces of fluff. Maybe I should do this on the side here, but but if you just run it across the edge, it'll distress it for you. And then just do that all the way around. If it rips a little, it's no big deal, because that's kind of what you want, that look. And there you go. Now I made a big mess, but we have really pretty edges there. So see how it looks on the other side? You can see it better. All right, so always make sure you use the old pair of scissors. I have to vacuum in here now. Got a mess. Okay, so then we're going to put this onto our card front. And then we're going to stamp the rest of it. So this goes on here. Then I'm going to read some comments. So let me see. Lucky Clover bundle is already low inventory for anyone who was thinking of getting that. Wow, that really surprises me because that's not one that I would have picked. Yay, Audrey. Maybe Lisa will give us one each. One of what? Did I miss something here? Let me go back and look. Me too, Debbie. Oh, you want this bundle. It's so pretty. You should get it. And then you get a free celebration item. You can get a pack of that gorgeous paper. All right, so now we got a stamp. So we've got our words we got to stamp and everything else. So I'm going to get some scrap paper here. This is my little scrap. And we're going to stamp our crab and our words on this piece right here. All right, so the crab is just going to go anywhere. Love the crab. All right, and then the words are going to go right here on this piece. And I'm just going to stamp it kind of near the top. Hopefully I get that straight. Awesome, awesome. Okay, and then what we're going to do is take the blender pen. No, not the blender pen. Sorry. Didn't mean to get the blender pen. I meant to get Wink of Stella. And we're going to color in the crab with Wink of Stella and just smooth that around and make it shimmery, and also blend that blue in on the claws. Isn't that pretty? I hope you can see that shimmer right there. It's so pretty. I love it. So you can always color with your Wink of Stella. Did I just call it a shimmer pen? I think I called it a shimmer pen. I have just always got shimmer on my mind. All right, so this is Wink of Stella, and you're just going to color it in and make it sparkly and blend your color together, which always gives such a pretty look. I love it. And then we're going to also stamp our mussel. And we're going to do that in soft suede, even though that's not the typical color of it. But we're going to just make it brown. So we're going to do that right next to the crab. And then we're going to color that in also with Wink of Stella. And that blends it in and makes it sparkly. And then we're going to add some green on here because that's what Miss Fake did. So I think it looks really pretty. So whenever you want to color with a different color, just get your ink pad, squeeze it together, like put your palms together and squeeze it. And then when you open it, you've got some ink in the lid. So I'm just going to take my blender pen and get a little bit of green and just kind of add some green in here. And you could do blue. I think blue would be really pretty too. You could put a little bit of blue on there. Let me do that too. Oh, I need that green for something else too. I'm gonna add a teeny bit of blue. And the old pads definitely squeeze easier than the new pads, that's for sure. And I just want a teeny bit of this blue. Not a lot. Yeah, it's really dark. That was kind of too much blue. I don't want to make it mucky, but just give it a little bit of a blue tinge in there. Okay. All right, so there you go. So we got a little bit of blue in there. And then the blender pens you just wipe clean. And then we're going to take our shells. And these two, I didn't do the blue on my sample that I cut out ahead of time. So I ran these through the die cutting machine. And this one already popped out, but when you run it through the die cutting machine, you get it all cut out, and then it just pops right out. And then here's my little crabby. I always put Post-it tape to hold it in there. And I gotta add some blue to this, so let me go get some more blue. Because that was kind of an afterthought. I just thought about doing it just a minute ago. Just adding just a little bit. Just a touch. You don't want to overpower it, but just give it a little bit of blue in there. Okay. There we go. All right, so now we've got our crab and our shell, and then we're going to do, whoops, don't do that. Then we're going to do our sand and shells. Get everything else out of the way. And we still need this for the words. We're going to sponge around the edge of the words. So we're going to do these shells right underneath the words. Kind of like that. You don't want to cover them. There we go. Beautiful. And then I'm going to do that on the inside of the card too. So I'm going to take the same color and just do these shells right there. So that just gives you just a little subtle. If you want to keep going around the whole bottom, you can do that too. So that's the inside. And then now we're going to take, I don't know why I got this sand out, because I don't need that one. All right, so then we're going to take the soft sea foam, and we're going to do the edge of this. So you're just going to dip it right in the ink pad, right on the edge, and get a little bit of green on that edge. And you can do this anytime you have like a white piece and you want, oh, I got a little bit of ink on there. You want a little bit of an edge around it, but you don't want it like super contrast. You just want a little bit of color so you can kind of see it. See how you can see the green on there? It's really pretty. But just tilt it just at a little angle because you don't want to get too much. But I think that looks really pretty. Okay. All right, then we're just going to put that together. Now she put hers flat on here, And I kind of like that. I think it would kind of look weird if it was popped up, so we're just going to leave it flat like that. But I am going to pop up the shells. So we'll put that down. And then these two are going to go on dimensionals. Oops. And then we're going to shimmer it, because you got to have some shimmer. I don't have any funny stories for you guys tonight. I haven't done anything the last couple days except stay at home. I stayed home yesterday and today. Well, let me see. Yesterday. Yeah, I stayed home yesterday and today. I had both days off. And yesterday I did absolutely nothing. I had all these plans to do all this stuff in my to-do list around the house, and I was just lazy and I didn't do it. And I just, so then I said, okay, I'm going to get up early today. Do it. And I did not get out of bed until 11 o'clock. So that was not good. All right, we're going to put this up in the corner like that. And we're going to put the Mr. Crab down here at the bottom. Love it. And then we're going to spray it with shimmer spray. So I haven't read any comments either. I need to do that. Okay. There we go. Gorgeous. Love it. So thank you, Faith, for this card. It was absolutely beautiful. I love it, love it, love it. And I hope you guys love it too. And let me put my stuff away, and then I'm going to read some comments real fast. Let's see. Debbie Spice Girl. She wants this bundle so bad. That does not look like a conch shell. Which one are you talking about? This is not a conch shell. This is a conch shell. And I don't know what those are. Those are like those snail shells, I think. Karen says your bundle is sitting in Florida. Let's see. Interesting info regarding shells. Live in the mountains of West Virginia. Love it, says Gail. This year gives me 24 years of teaching. You know, I used to be a teacher. I don't know. Most of you guys, I think, know that already. I used to be a high school math teacher. And I quit after 15 years. And that was actually 20 years ago that I quit. So I would have had, let me see, 35 years of teaching by now. I could have retired a while back and then been doing Stampin' UP full time, but I just couldn't take it anymore. The kids were so bad. So let's see. Hopefully they don't run out of stuff. They just started. You know, I always say that every year, but there's always something that seems to sell out really fast, like in 2 weeks. And I don't remember, last year there was something that sold out really fast. I can't remember what it was, but I was very upset. So if there's something you really want, make sure you get it now. Oh, Spice Girl says, I need somebody to cook for me. So do I. Hello, starting late, but glad I'm here. Hey, Katrina. Let's see. I saw this layout over Christmas, but never got it. Oh, I missed something. No money, so can't order. Oh, too many doctor's appointments. Oh, bummer. Well, got the block. Everything is sitting here. Even your birthday present. Don't know why. No, my phone is still, it's even worse now. So the lady, the manager at Verizon is trying to get me a new phone, but I need to call her again because she's working supposedly with Apple to try and get me one, because they're both saying that the other one should pay for it. So I don't know what to do. How do you make the spritzer? Is that something you can purchase from Stampin' Up? You know, we used to have the shimmer spray, the shimmer paint, which is this. We used to sell this, and then they discontinued it about, I think 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, maybe. And I was devastated because I use it on everything. So when it went on the clearance rack, I ordered like, 10 or 12 of them, so I would never run out. And so what you do is you fill a spray bottle, any spray bottle you want, fill it about this full with 70% alcohol, which is this, 70% alcohol. And then you take your shimmer paint, and I have the link in the description box below the video. And I think the best place to get it is the, I want to say it's like Lollipop or something. They pretty much usually have it in stock. The other two are sold out all the time. You take this a little bit, shake it up, and pour it in here, like just a little bit, like maybe half a teaspoon or less than that. And then shake it up, spray it, see how you like it. If you need more, you can always add more, but you can't take it out. So, but it just gives that really pretty shimmer on everything. So I love it. I put it on just about every single card that I make. So anyway, that's it. And I have a Stamping 101 video. If you look up Lisa Freeman Stamping 101, you'll find that video, and it also has the details, and I show you how to make it. So it's a really good video if you guys haven't seen it yet. All right, you guys, it was a short one tonight. Let's see. I'm with you, Sherry. Need space. We just got back from dinner. Oh, Jan, you missed it. The kid who shot Hip's teacher. It was, yes, I saw that. There was actually, I want to say it was in Portsmouth, which is about, maybe, that's where my mother lives, in Portsmouth. It's about 15 minutes from here. A first grader shot his teacher. I saw that. I know, why is stuff, Loopy Tulip, that's what it is, Loopy Tulip. I think I might have been the camper dyes that sold really quickly. Yes, that's what it was, Katrina. It was those camper dyes, the tree lot from the fall celebration. They sold out in like 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, I don't know why we have all these crazy people in Virginia. But that was a first grader, 6 years old. I can't even believe it. What is up with these kids? All right, you guys. So I think I got most of your comments. I'm sorry this was a short one. I should have made more cards tonight, huh? Well, on Tuesday, I promise I'll take longer with you. And I'll have something really good for you. So leave a comment. Let me know what you would like to see. Or if you have any ideas, you can always share them with me. And send a screenshot of something that you really like, and I'll try to do it. I'm always looking for good ideas. So you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Oh, thanks, Ruth. And you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you back on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Bye-bye, everybody.